My name is Michael Wisner, and I'm a local artist here in Aspen, Colorado. I had some really bad crowns that I'd had for over 10 years, and I never liked them. They're like chiclets. When dentists make fun of bad teeth, they're like chiclets. They were symmetrical, looked the same, and they had no personality, and they were the wrong color, so everything was wrong with them. Lloyd Herman had done some work on my teeth years ago, and he's amazing. And so I asked him to redo my teeth, and he said he's not doing that anymore. He's doing the periodontal stuff, the implants. So I said, well, who do you recommend? He says, well, there's only one person. And I said, well, who's that? He says, Dr. Turchin and Federico. Federico is his tooth maker. And so I said, okay, well, who else? Because I'd like to have options. He goes, there's nobody else. I'm like, what do you mean there's nobody else? There's got to be a second option. He said, no, you're asking me my opinion, and these guys are the best, and there's nobody else I would recommend. So I went to see Turchin on that recommendation, and after the first visit, I started to see why Lloyd was recommending them so highly. It's like these guys are real craftsmen. As a team, they're perfectionists and really want to get things right. And they've got the skills behind it too. Dr. Turchin introduced me to Federico. He'd come back upstairs to show me a tooth he was working on, and it looked like something out of an archaeological dig. And it turns out he's just making this tooth for fun. It wasn't for a customer, it was just he was challenging himself to make something that looked really old and beat up, but also looked like a tooth. In that moment I was like, wow, this guy really loves what he does, first of all. But just to think that this guy's out making teeth since he's 13, still loving it so much that he's making things for fun. And he's got a workshop at home because he likes to take his work home. He teaches quite a bit, and so he's really at the top of his game. I was listening to a lecture with Elon Musk, and it was just kind of interesting. He was talking about excelling at anything you do, and he says one of the ingredients to it is you really have to love what you do, and then you got to work a lot. It's not just a 40-hour work week, it's a lot of work to really make something work. He said, the Tesla couldn't be as good as the big three. It had to be a lot better. Otherwise, people would just look at a Tesla and say, oh, it's like the others, I might as well go with what's tried and true. So he had to make that quality leap and make it so much better that people said, well, oh, I have to try this now because it's that much better. And I think you see that when you go and work with Federico or Dr. Turchin. Both these guys absolutely love what they're doing, and they take it to another level. It's like that extra 10% that some people have in anything they do. They really love what they're doing, and they really pour their heart and soul into it, and they take it to a level that you can't find in the common marketplace. After studying with some wonderful Native American potters, a lot of great potters, they all inspired me to go take the trip to Mexico to meet Juan Casada. One of the cornerstones of his artwork is that things have to have impeccable craftsmanship and quality. It was something you had to take all your abilities, all your focus, and dump it in one place and do something the very best you could, and learn from that, and then next time do it even better. Where this parallels is walking into Dr. Turchin's office and seeing his attention to detail, craftsmanship and quality, and then his collaborations there with Federico. I was like, wow, this is really a great opportunity to get some dental work done and have it done right. Dr. Turchin as well goes in a lot on weekends and plays around with what he calls his trial smiles, and those are the teeth that he'll use for your temporaries. A lot of dentists just basically put those teeth in and hope, where they'll just put those in, they'll be there for 2 weeks or a month while they're making your regular teeth, and then they'll pull them out. But Turchin's idea is, well, it's going to be in your mouth for a week or 2 weeks or a month. It might as well look great, first of all, but more important is that this trial smile or these temporaries will be the teeth that he can use to help him figure out what your permanent crowns should look like. Not many people know this, but there's probably 15 dentists in the US that have an in-house tooth maker. Otherwise, you'd be sending the teeth back to China or to your regional office, wherever that might be. Here, they can respond to something on the spot. Things were imbalanced, and for 50 years of grinding, I had this really unusual wear pattern. There was a large space between two teeth. Federico is faced with this problem where he has to make a canine that's like 1¼ or 1½ times normal human size and still integrate it and make it look like it fits with the incisors and fits with the molars behind it. And then make it graduate into molars that have been extremely worn down, and then create this new smile that looks like natural teeth. So watching him solve those problems and the smile on his face, watching him do that, was part of the joy in watching this guy work, because he loved what he did, and to have a problem, it delighted him to try to come up with a solution for this unusual bite and this unusual configuration of teeth. So you saw someone's real abilities and genius come to life. Someone who takes their work home and makes teeth in their spare time is like, okay, this is someone you want to work with. It's like they love what they do, and anybody loves what they do, whether it's snow skiing, cycling, pottery, teeth, whatever you do. If you love it, you're going to get better and better at it, and those are the people you want to work with. I love them. I think they do great work. Every day I've been waking up or looking in the mirror and seeing something new about how these guys did their work, their craftsmanship, and you see subtleties in the way the tooth is shaped, or a new crack. And they're faux cracks, they're not real cracks, but they're meant to look like nature. So I think in my case, I was really fortunate in that I'm a career artist, and I know good craftsmanship when I see it, and I know people who love what they're doing when I see it. Going in a dentistry office and then seeing people who are treating dentistry as an art form and really loving it, taking the work home with them, always trying to improve. I realized, you know what, this is the time to pull the trigger and get this work done. Dr. Turchin, you're awesome. I couldn't be happier with the work you've done, your artistry, craftsmanship, how hard you're working, and it's very inspiring, and I'm grateful to wear these teeth and have a new smile.